Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your Energizing Yoga for All Bodies workout. In this workout, we are getting active recovery body weight exercises that are yoga inspired, but I'm gonna give you lots of different options. We'll be working with both a mat and, if you need it, a chair for extra stability. I'll be giving you lots of different options, so please work to your fitness level and be where you are today. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's start just by getting centered in our body. So go ahead and stand, feet about shoulder width apart. And I want you to roll those shoulders up, back, and down, but relaxed, right? We don't want to be sticking those ribs out or rolling forward. And let's think about stacking our ears over our shoulders, shoulders over our rib cage over our hips, hips over our knees, over our ankles. And let's go ahead and take a few deep breaths from there. You can have hands on your belly if you want. If you wanted to make this that TA breathing, big inhale to expand, exhale, pull everything in and up, just like that. As you inhale, you're gonna let the pelvic floor drop, and exhale, everything comes up and in. While you're doing this, really paying attention that rib cage is over your hips. These are all things we do to kind of turn on our core, but also making sure that we're not holding tension up here or in our glutes. You want to be relaxed, but you want to be stable. I know that's a little challenging, but doing the best you can. All right, so let's start. I'm gonna turn to the side. Now, if you are someone who maybe has a hard time or doesn't feel like going all the way down to the mat with some things, I am gonna use a chair as a modification, or as an option, I should say. So please, I'll show you how to use it. Sometimes I'll be using it, sometimes I'll go down to the floor. Pick what is best for you. What I always say is be where you are today. So I'm gonna turn to the side. I'm gonna have a chair here as an option, but let's just do a big inhale up, exhale down in front. Inhale up, and we're gonna exhale and we're gonna fold. And from here, I want you to let your body hang. You can even do a little pedal up the feet right through here. And then slowly lift up about halfway, really flattening out that back. Take it down, then big inhale up. Exhale down in front. Inhale up. Exhale and fold. Again, letting your body hang, releasing that tension. So the goal with this workout is gonna be able to get the energy going. We'll have some things that are a little more active. Go ahead and come up halfway, flatten out that back. And slowly down. One more time, big inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Fold it over one more time. And if you can't get to the floor, you can have your hands here on a chair or a bench or sturdy couch, countertop, whatever it is for you. So the goal here is to get the energy going, get that flexibility, mobility, a little bit of strength, but also to give you options to make it work for everyone. So from here, we're gonna step it back into that high plank. So if that is not right for you, you can be here on the chair, or you can even be a little bit higher on the chair if that feels good for you, or even a slight bend in the knees. But if you can, we're gonna step it back to here. And from here, we're just gonna take it up into that down dog. And then we're just gonna go to the plank, all right? So you're here. If you need to, you can also go to all fours if that's a better option for you. All fours, use your core to lift. And down dog. What this looks like from the chair is we're gonna be here, and we're gonna stretch it back. Think of it just as a stretch through those hamstrings, and then you just slowly bring it forward. And again, if you need to be a little higher on the chair, you can. So you pick what you need in this moment. Is it more of that stretch through the hamstrings? Is it more of coming to all fours? So you get this little stretch through here? Or is it you want that core work in your plank? One more time, all the way through. And then let's slowly lower it down to all fours. So you're on all fours, and we're gonna roll through that cat-cow. Now, if that's not right for you, you can keep it standing here, round, and here. And I want you to find your own pace with this, right? And really thinking that you're working through your entire spine, especially that lower lumbar spine, right? So lift And then roll it through, standing or on your knees, whatever is better for you. And one more time at your own pace. And come back to that neutral spine. We're gonna take one arm, we're gonna reach under. You're gonna sit back into that child's pose. And if you're standing, you're just gonna reach under across your chair. And then you're gonna use your core to come back up. And other side. So we're gonna alternate between this. You decide how long you want to stay in that stretch. If you wanna hold down a little longer, you can. Right through here. If you wanna just hold that stretch, or if you wanna move through a little more quickly, up to you. Again, if you're on your chair, you can just stretch it under through here, either across the chair or just across your body. And bringing it up, or you can even be on your knees with that. One more each side. Stretching through. And then right through here. And then let's just sit back into the child's pose. So you can either have your hands on the chair, or you can stretch back all the way into the mat. I want you to try to open up those hips, reach those fingertips away from your body, press those shoulders down, just gently here to here. You can hang out there as long as you need. And then we're gonna come all the way up. So I want you to start from a seated position. I'm gonna show you this from the chair in just a minute, but we're gonna come up to a little kneeling squat. So you're here. I want you to stretch out those hip flexors, and then you're gonna take it down. What you're gonna think about is connecting with the core at the top. Squeezing in the glutes, connecting, stretch through here, just through here. Kneeling squat. Now, if that is not right for you, you can just sit on that chair and do an actual squat, right? Aiming to get that stretch here to here. A couple more right through here. And if I didn't mention this, this is a flow, so we're just going through it. It doesn't mean that we won't have breaks to grab a sip of water. Is my water on here? I don't know where it went, but we will be working through this. We're not worried about intervals. One more right through here. And from here, I want you to take 1 foot forward, and we're gonna get that little hip opener stretch. So if that's not comfortable for your knee, you can roll up that mat underneath, or you can take it 1 foot alongside the chair. So we're gonna start with that. And I want you to think about opening the hip flexor. You can even walk that front foot out just a bit. Little stretch, little forward and back. And then let's reach those arms up. So if you're standing, you can use your chair for balance. You can reach one arm up. And then we're gonna move through this. We're gonna take it down to that world's greatest stretch. So if you're on the chair, one hand on the chair, and we're gonna reach it up. So coming all the way up, big reach. We love this one, right? And then reach it through. Coming all the way up, big stretch. And reach it through. We're gonna stay all on one side. But I want you to think about opening through the hips, right? And here. And reach it up. And here. One more. And just hold. We're gonna hold here. And now I want you to hold the arm up. But let's drop the back knee down for 4, 3. If you're on the chair, just use it as you need it. 2. And then I want you to hold that back leg up so you've got that nice long stretch. And let's move through with our arm. 4, 3, 2, 1. And from here, team, let's go ahead and switch it back to where we're leaning into a hamstring stretch right through here. So we're here. If you're on your chair, you just move from here to right here. So sit back. And I just want you to take that outside arm, and we're gonna do a little scoop as we lean here. Outside arm. Whatever version of this is good for you. If you wanna keep it a little higher, that's okay too. And then switch here. Breathe. Switch the direction of your arm. Lean it forward again. Now we're gonna switch our legs. So I want us to come to that high plank. If you need to, just switch your legs with hands on the chair. But we're coming back to here. And we're gonna reach that leg forward. So again, we're gonna start down. So if you're on your chair, you're just here. And then as we move through, we'll drop it here, reach it up here. But if you're here, find that good position, opening up the hips. If that bothers your back knee, you can cushion it, roll up your mat, whatever you need to do. You can even move this hip out a little bit. Most of us are pretty tight in those hips, so always good to have it through here. And then let's take it down, and you can reach it up. So let's take it through that world's greatest stretch. We're gonna drop everything down as we reach under. We're gonna push up and stretch. So building a little strength in that lower body as well as that spinal mobility, hip mobility, all the things we love. And breathe. One more right through here. And we're gonna hold it up. So from here, we're gonna keep the top arm up. You're gonna drop that knee down for 4. Press it up. 3, 2, 1. You're gonna hold the knee up, big stretch, reach under. 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and drop it down. Sit back into that hamstring. So we're here. Pull the toe towards you, and as we scoop that outside arm, you're gonna do a little sit for a stretch and reach. If you need balance, grab balance. Again, you can do this standing on the chair. And then reverse. So not your traditional yoga flow, but getting you a mix of that movement, that yoga, that mobility, and flexibility. And go ahead and take it back to here. And let's just take it first back to that child's pose. So I want you to bring that knee back and stretch right here. So we can stretch through the wrist, give our hands a little break. And if you're on your chair, again, you can be here or here, sitting back. And then we're gonna move through. I'm gonna show you from the chair first. While you're in that child's pose, maybe just turn your head to look at me. We're gonna move through our world's greatest stretch. So from here, from the chair, you would just be here, reach, step it up. Here, reach, step it up. If you're on the floor, you can either go from your knees or you can go from that high plank position. So coming out of that child's pose, up on the plank if you want. We're gonna step through, reach, and here. Step through, reach. Take it back. Down and up. Down, reach. Taking your time. This is all at your own pace. One more each way. And wherever you are, you're gonna take that front leg and you're gonna come up out of it. And I want you to take it into that warrior. So you're here, you're just standing here, right? So if you've got your chair, you can be to the side. We're gonna keep this standing. So whatever you need for balance, turning that toe out and here and here. From here, let's do a little fold over into it, little stretch. And then open it up. Fold over. Open it up. One more just like this. And open it up. Now that we're here, we're gonna press out of it. Big stretch and get low. Big push out of this. Reach the ceiling and get low. One more big push out and get low. Big reach, looking over for 4, 3, 2, take it center. Turn those toes out, right? We're gonna take it here, sit low, and I want you to hold it here and just a little stretch side to side. If your legs are burning and you need to take it a little higher, that's okay too. Just giving you a little break, giving those arms a little stretch right here and here. All right, team, let's turn to the other side. So whatever you need to do to get into it, don't worry, you can step back into that high plank. You can just rotate your feet like I did. Doesn't matter, but we're coming into that version of warrior right here. And we're gonna fold it over, big stretch. And then we're staying low in it, but we're switching our arms, right? Fold it over, yes. And arms, and reach, and arms. Right through here, so we're gonna push out of that lower leg, coming up, and taking it down. Coming up, and down. Right through here. One more. And down, and just reach, look over those fingertips right through here. All the way. And bring it in the center, walk those feet in. Let's take those arms behind. All right, so we're here, we're gonna go here. We're just gonna bring our feet forward and we're gonna do a hinge. All right, what we're doing with our arms here, and whatever version needs to be good for you. If you can get your arms here, great, but opening up the chest. If you need to be over your chair, we're just gonna hinge. We're gonna bring it up. So just practicing that hinge motion, which we do a lot, but often we're holding weights in the front. Right here. This is gonna open up our chest, really work on mobility through those shoulders. And up. Now let's move those hands behind our head. Let's take it to that deep squat. You decide how low you want to get for you. If you want to sit on the chair, sit on the chair. If you want to be here, keep those elbows out wide so we open up the chest. Here we go. Sit low and drive it up. You do not have to get as low as me. What do you need in this moment? Do you need more of that deep stretch? Are your legs burning from your workout yesterday? You need a little less? That's okay too. And here. And let's get one more right here. And whatever you want to do, if you want to shift side to side, if you want to have your hands on the chair, opening up those hips. 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it up. All right, so little break from our yoga moves, and let's just tap it out. Scanning the room to see if I can find my water. Anybody see it here? So while we're tapping forward, we're gonna reach those arms up. So a little bit of cardio mobility. I see it. I'm gonna grab it, you grab yours. Grab a sip of water. Here we go. We're tapping forward and up. So quick little break, getting some cardio mobility. Again, keeping that energy up through our yoga inspired and flexibility moves. Now let's take it to the back. So we're gonna step and cross, rainbow arms. Mobility, little gentle cardio. If you wanna take it up a notch, you can, but you don't have to. There we go. Step and step. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take it here. We're gonna take it to a little inchworm. You guys know this is one of my favorite mobility moves, but I'm gonna give you options. So from here, you can hinge it forward and you can walk it out. Hold for a count or 2, and then walk it back. If that's not right for you, you just walk as far as you want, or you fold it over and you walk those hands forward on your chair. So you do you, be where you are today. Let's just get a few little inchworms to make our way back to the mat. Fold it over. Walk those hands out. If you need to drop to a knee or two, you can. Hold it here. And take it back. At your own pace, whatever this is for you, how do you need this stretch for you today? And here, walk it back. And up. Two more, just like that, wherever you are. And one more. We're gonna hold it here. And if you're modifying, I just want you to keep your hands on the chair or drop to those knees. And if you're able, if you're on the floor, we're gonna come all the way down and we're gonna press up in that cobra or up dog. So we're side to side. Looking into that. If you wanna be on your chair, you can just open up, rolling through your back here, whatever feels good for you. You don't have to come all the way down to the floor if that's not right for you. And then we're gonna prop back up to that plank and push up to your down dog. So just a few little versions of up dog to down dog, whatever that feels like for you. If you wanna fold over into that plank, slowly down. It does not have to look like, again, your traditional yoga flow. That's not what we're doing here. You just wanna get that stretch, right? And curl those toes. Pop up into that down dog, right? Lift those hips. I know this is really tough for me, so I really try to press those heels down. Taking it forward and down. Bringing it up. Looking side to side. And one more time, pop it back. And slowly lower down to all fours. And we're gonna come sitting in that 90-90 position. So we're here. So really good hip mobility and flexibility. So if this doesn't feel good for you, I want you to take that chair and take it here. And you're just gonna roll through just like this. When we get to the stretch, you can turn into it, right? Roll through, turn into it. I'm gonna give you some options, but if you need to do it seated in the chair, take it seated. Otherwise, join me on the mat. We're here. So we're gonna roll those hips. Now, whatever you need this to be. If you need your hands to balance and you wanna roll one knee at a time to open it up, again, if you need to sit on the chair, that works too. Open it up, here to here. And here to here. And let's take it over to one side, and I want you to turn your body into it. So you can start with this. You can fold over into it, and then if it feels good for you, take that foot back and bring it into that pigeon pose. Now this is a way that I tell sometimes my prenatal clients to get into pigeon if it's hard for you to come from the plank, or it's not appropriate to come from the plank. You just start in that 90-90 and you turn into it and you find what feels good for you. So you wanna feel that hip stretch, but if you can, you're gonna get that hip flexor stretch here. So we're getting both sides of the hip opening from the hip flexor, and then also that glute, that piriformis. If it feels better for you to come all the way up, come all the way up. Now, two options. You can just hold this, or you can take that back toe, and you're gonna take that front leg. It's a little challenging, so just hold it if this is not right for you. And we're gonna pop back into the plank. Woo, watch that. And then fold it in, right through here. Pop back into the plank, and bring it in. If you want a little extra core, a little extra upper, you can. A little extra glute, but otherwise just hold it. And we'll get one more, pop it up. And here. Hold that stretch for 3, 2, 1. Roll those knees over to the other side so you're back into that 90-90. And again, Find your way into it. If you're just turning, especially if you're on that chair, just turn into that hip stretch. If you can, lean into it. And if you can, we're gonna pop that other leg back. So find what feels good for you. Maybe it's being a little higher. Maybe it's that foot a little further up. But you find that stretch. Perfectly fine to hold it in the stretch. If you want to add a little movement, we're just going to get 4 where we pop that leg back and then we come back into the pigeon, but only if that is right for you. Here we go. Pop it back in your pigeon. Take it back. Use your core to lift and then really bring that foot as forward as you can to get that stretch. Core. And here. And one more. And here. Find that stretch. Excellent work, everybody. So we're gonna turn it on our side. We're gonna bring those knees out in front. And we're gonna lift up into that side plank. If this is not right for you, you can be on the chair and you can just do a little stretch here to here. Here to here. But if you can, you're gonna join me right down here. We're gonna lift it up and you're gonna bring that top elbow to knee in, or just your elbow, or just your knee, or just your hold. Here we go, we're bringing it in. Extend it out. You can do this elbow on the chair too. So a little bit of bonus core if you'd rather just hold it. That works too. 4. Foot can tap down or keep it up. Now we're feeling the energizing part of this, right? And stretch it down. So a little stretch here. Come up right here. Little stretch here. And the little mermaid stretch other way, right? Right through here. Swing those legs around. Let's get the same thing other side. So we're here. We're taking it up. If you want to hold it or have your elbow on the chair, you can lift it up and hold. Top knee to elbow or any combination in between. And breathe. Last one. Take it down, big stretch over. And bring it up. Stretch it over here. And then let's slowly come down and roll over on to your back. If you need to take this just seated in the chair, you can. We're gonna do a little tuck of that pelvis. We're gonna roll up to the bridge. And I just want you to take this nice and slow. So yes, we're getting a lot of things working here. We're gonna zip up our core, tuck, and slowly down. Generally, this is pretty accessible for most people, but if getting on the mat is hard, you can just stay seated. We're getting our glutes and hamstrings for strength. We're getting a stretch through our hip flexors and a lot of core and lower back. And let's get one more. And then let's just slowly take it down. We're gonna take those arms and those big arm slides, little mobility since we're here, big stretch, and bring it here. I'm gonna slide down so you can see. So it's essentially just like you would do if this is too much on the floor, just take it on the wall. Stand on the wall, slide those arms up, take them down, up, take it down. Just a couple more, we are almost there. Now comes the fun part, and I really mean fun this time. Hug those knees in. Let's take one knee in. You can do this seated as well, either grabbing on top of the shin or underneath. Just pull in gently. Take it across your body and reach and stretch. So whatever that means for you, if you're just holding it and you just pull in gently, if you can take it all the way and get that stretch. And then back to the center. And pull that other knee in right through here. And then if you want to take it across your body. And let's just finish just flat on the mat. Woo, watch that chair. Turn those palms up. If you're seated, I want you just to find a comfortable seated position. And I want you just to do a little check-in with your body from the top of your head down to your neck, your shoulders, your rib cage, your torso, your pelvis, down to your knees, all the way to your ankles, and just feel, hopefully you feel energized, but also relaxed, like you got some mobility, you got some strength, you worked through your body, but you got some recovery as well. You can stay here as long as you need. We're gonna get from the mat, one big deep breath in and out. Thank you so much for being here. You did it. That was your Energizing Yoga for All Bodies workout. Great job, everybody.